Welcome to part 3 of our John Frusciante series. This one's about guitars. John Frusciante has been active in the music industry since 1988. Over this long period of time, he has amassed what seems to be about 40 quintillion guitars. Unfortunately, in the 90s, he wasn't exactly sound of mind. This possibly resulted in him being quite inaccurate about which guitars he actually owned. There are plenty of magazine articles out there where he contradicts himself as to the makes and models he used. A house fire in 1996 wiped out his vintage collection of guitars as well as recordings. That's why creating a definitive list of guitars he used on certain recordings and albums is virtually impossible. After a month of research, we're calling this video 10 Iconic Guitars Used by John Frusciante. Number 10. A 1986-87 Cramer Pacer. This was the only guitar he actually had when he joined Red Hot Chili Peppers in about 1988. Popular theory states that it's a Cramer Pacer Custom 2 because it has the HSS configuration, although what is unusual is the banana-shaped headstock, because by that time Cramer were using the pointy version. Number 9, the Ibanez RG 760. Covered in stickers and handwriting, this guitar was seen in photographs around the 1988-89 period of Red Hot Chili Peppers. It's highly likely that he used it for the Mother's Milk studio sessions. Number 8. The Yamaha SG 2000. This isn't an iconic John Frusciante guitar. You type furiously into the comment section between masturbation sessions, while I'm telling you that it is. He changed from the Stratocaster to the Yamaha SGs in late 2010. He liked the way that it felt in his hands, a lot like a Les Paul, has a similar sound and responds very well. It was an opportunity for him to change his style. It was used predominantly during his solo album, Enclosure. Number 7. At number 7, it's time for an acoustic guitar, the Taylor 314CE. Apparently all the guitars used on the By the Way album were rented, so John didn't actually own this, but this guitar was extensively used on the album. Apparently the idea for using Taylor guitars as opposed to the Martin guitars supposedly came from Rick Rubin. Our source information on this is Rick Rubin by Rick Rubin, written by Rick Rubin. Number 6. The 1940s Martin 015. This is such an important guitar because not only did he use it on Californication, he used it on pretty much all the acoustic stuff for Red Hot Chili Peppers, the Mars Volta, and all of his own solo acoustic albums. Number 5. The Gibson Les Paul. The 3 main models of this guitar that Mr. Frusciante is known for using is the 1970s Les Paul Custom, the 1990s Les Paul Classic, and the 1969 Les Paul Custom. This early 90s model can be seen on a video of both Flea and John creating the music for Give It Away. This was 6 months before Blood Sugar Sex Magik was released. The 1969 Les Paul Custom was acquired sometime prior to Stadium Arcadium. It was used on the song Ready Made and some overdubs on Make You Feel Better. Occasionally he would play this live. The 1970s Les Paul Custom was acquired before Mother's Milk and was used to record the song Higher Ground. Number 4. The 1955 Gretsch White Falcon. John found this guitar through director Vincent Gallo. He used it mainly on the Californication album. It was used on By the Way also, but not much after that. It can really be heard on Other Side, Californication, and This Velvet Glove. Number 3. The Fender Telecaster. A 1963 or 65 Fender Custom Telecaster can be heard most notably on the Scar Tissue Solo. Do you remember those magazine articles I was telling you about earlier? Well, in those he refers to it being a 65 Telecaster, although it seems that most sources point to it as being a 63. Number 2. The Fender Jaguar. The Fiesta Red 1961 or 62 Fender Jaguar is his longest serving guitar. Not his first guitar, but the one he's owned the longest. Red Jaguar was used in the late 90s and early 2000s for warming up and pissing about on before shows. He would use it as his writing guitar eventually, and he did also use it live on the song Around the World. He also had a 1960s white Fender Jaguar, which apparently he converted it to a Roland GR300 guitar synthesizer. And of course, the Seafoam Green Fender Jaguar, which is most famous for being used on the video for Under the Bridge. Before revealing our most iconic John Frusciante guitar, here are a few honourable mentions. The 1956 Gibson ES175, used on the solo for Get On Top. The Fender Mustang and Fender Duosonics. He absolutely loves these guitars, but mainly just uses them for practicing. 1961 Rickenbacker 365 Deluxe. This guitar could be seen on the Danny California video. Number 1. In at number 1, the Fender Stratocaster. a 1960s Fender Stratocaster that was used for recording on Bloodsugar I still can't say it. A 1955 Fender Stratocaster, a red 1961 Fender Strat, this one was bought just before Stadium Arcadium, a 1963 white, again used on later stuff primarily for touring, but the guitar that seems to be his favourite and certainly without doubt the most iconic is his 1962 Fender Stratocaster in Sunburst. John swapped the pickups out of this guitar for Seymour Duncan SSL 1s. Do you agree with our list? Have we missed any out? Yes, we definitely have. Like this video, subscribe to our page, click the bell end in the corner so you get notifications when we upload a new video, and stay tuned for more artist gear rundowns.